Hey guys, it's B here and welcome back to another Hot Books review. Is this my third video talking about 5 Feet Apart? Yes it is. Is this the spoiler-free video that I should have made way before the spoiler content? Yes it also is.
So Sarah, was this video necessary to make?
But to be fair, not everyone likes to watch the movie, so this is going to be 100% spoiler-free for all my book readers out there. You are welcome. As if I have not mentioned it 1,000 times already, today's video we are going to be reviewing 5 Feet Apart by Rachel Lippincott. Just a quick disclaimer, I do not know much about CF. I do not know anyone who has it, so I don't know how well the book portrays the struggles of having CF. I'm just a reader who really enjoyed the book, so I'm going to be doing a review just solely on that. Just a reader, nothing more. I didn't even tell you what drink I had today.
What the heck am I doing?
Today's drink, I made myself some iced coffee. It's been a very long morning, so I needed a whole cup. Not even a cup, this is a whole venti. And I'm just gonna be drinking this the rest of the video. For those of you who have forgotten what we talk about first, because it's been a very long time since we've done a Hot Books review, do not worry because
I forgot too.
But the first thing we talk about is the cover art. And I'm going to be giving this a 5 out of 5. This is the only time that I'm going to be mentioning the movie. This is not a spoiler, so do not worry. I just thought having a visual representation of it was really nice because I'm a slow-ass reader and it did not click in my head when I was reading it. So basically what happens is the first legit, like probably 5 minutes of the film, we get an overview of the hospital room that Stella's staying at. And on the wall, she has a drawing of lungs. It looks very much like the one on the cover. Again, my slow-ass brain did not catch that while I was reading it. So I finally put two and two together and it just made a lot more sense to me that the picture or the cover art is a drawing of lungs. The meaning, the design, the symbolism that this cover has for the story just makes it so perfect. So I'm in love with it. Enough with that, let's talk about the plot of the book. The story is centered around two teenagers who have a real-life disease called CF, and I'll be writing the definition of it once more for those of you who did not catch on to it before. And it's also written in dual perspectives of our main characters, Stella and Will. Stella, she is a control freak. She follows her regimen very strictly, and she's been going to the same hospital ever since she was young. But Will, on the other hand, he does not care about his regimen, and not only does he have CF, but another disease that makes him constantly be in and out of different hospitals, as he is also part of a new fancy drug trial. Both of the teenagers are very aware that they have to be at least 6 feet apart from each other at all times. And for Stella, if Will gets too close to her, she can easily be kicked off the transplant list. But when both of them end up growing feelings for each other, things get very complicated, for they are both putting their lives at risk. I like this plot. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know how often this happens, two CFers falling in love, but I'm sure it's not an impossible thing. And I just can't imagine the frustration being in love with someone but have to be 6 feet apart from them at all times. It's very well written. I felt all of the anger, the frustration, the disappointment all of the characters were feeling. Also, this has a very bittersweet ending. So if that's not something you're into, don't say I didn't warn you.
Wow, that had a lot of sass.
Did I mention my rating for the plot? I don't think I did, so I'm going to be giving it a 4 out of 5. We have 2 more left, and the second to last thing we talk about is the characters, which I'm going to be giving a 4.5 out of 5. We meet a lot of great characters. Aside from the mains, we have Stella's parents, Stella's sister, Will's mom, we have the nurses. There's also another side character named Poe, and he has CF as well. Just all of them are great. I'm just giving it a 0.5 off for the originality. Will is the typical bad boy that you see in young adult books that just does not care about anything, and Stella is the typical young adult girl that you'll see who just cares too much about everything. Overall, I'm going to be rating this a 9 out of 10. Just from a reader's perspective who randomly picked up this book at a bookstore, I really enjoyed the story. Again, I don't know what's accurate and what is not. To be fair, I actually didn't even know CF existed until after I read this, so in some way I did learn some things, but again, I don't know what's accurate, I don't know what is true and not, so that is something I'm not very aware of and I can't really comment on. That's not my place to. But just again, from a reader's perspective, it was a really good story. I also have a soft spot for bittersweet endings. So even though I cried my eyes out, I really enjoyed it. So that was it for my review of 5 Feet Apart, which also means this is going to be the last video where I wrap up on my series of talking about the book 5 Feet Apart. And my heart goes out to anyone who is struggling with this or knows anyone who is, because all I gotta say is respect to y'all, because I could never. Y'all are going through some tough things, and just all I can say is just respect, man. So that was it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and make sure to know some of them, and I'll see you guys next time with HB. Bye!
Take it to the curb.